everybody, welcome to a very special Vegas Tips and Tricks. I know, normally you don't have to look at this mug on Wednesday, but you won't have to look at it for long because I've got a special video I'm going to show you today from my friend Paul. As I've mentioned in the past, the two of the most common questions that I get about Las Vegas is, one, how do I get a great rate on a hotel room? And two, how do I get comps? We've talked a lot about comps in recent weeks, and the people that really get the comps in Las Vegas are the folks who, we think of as the high rollers, and they have special casino hosts assigned to them that take care of them. For the little guy, or for the guy who hasn't got an established rate of play with the casinos, it's hard to navigate that comp universe at first. But my friend Paul, and we're going to see a video from Paul here in a few minutes, may be able to help you out. There's no cost to Paul's service. He doesn't tell you that he can promise you the world, because he can't. He understands, just like I do, just like everybody that's been through the business, that you don't get anything for nothing. But he may be able to get you, for starters, a nice discount on a hotel room, and he may be able, at the end of your trip, to make sure that you get the comps you're entitled to. There's no charge for his service. He gets a little commission back from the casinos when you spend money at the casinos. He's been kind enough to reach out to me, and after checking him out and becoming convinced that he's a legitimate guy and a straightforward guy, I decided to partner up with him. So if you do decide to take advantage of any of Paul's services, be sure to let him know that you heard about it on Vegas Tips and Tricks, and that helps out the program just a little bit. So for about the next 5 minutes, we're going to have you listen to Paul, tell you what he can do for you. We'll be back on Saturday with one of our regular videos. Until next time, have a great and lucky week. We will see you soon. Here's Paul.
Hi everybody, my name is Paul Sculpher, and JR's asked me to pop on and do a little piece of video. The reason for that is I'm an independent host for casinos in Vegas. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what a host does, hosts are usually employed by the casino companies to deal with VIPs and mid-level players, the idea being that you get your own host, they'll sort you out common room rates and free show tickets, that kind of stuff. You've got someone to talk to while you're there on site. Well, there's also a load of us who are completely independent. We sign deals with the casino companies so that we can offer the same kind of service, usually at a slightly lower level, but that encompasses everyone from people who don't play at all the way to $500,000 customers, which, well, it'd be nice to have a few more $500,000 customers, but the truth is the vast majority of our players are much, much smaller. So as an independent host, what do I actually do? Well, I'd sum it up in two kind of main pieces. It's discounted rooms and simpler comps. So the first part of it is, if you want to book a room in Vegas and you want to book in one of the hotels that I'm signed up with, I can get you a cheaper room. The internet rates that you'll see, whatever that rate is, my rate is normally going to be around 60 to 70% of that. So it's in my interest to bring people in. Obviously the casino companies offer these deals to independent hosts like me because we are going to work harder for the smaller players and the non-players to try and bring them to Casino X rather than Casino Y. You can see how that works. The other part of it, the easier comps part, if you play any amount of money, really anything significant, say $500 a trip or more, theoretical, which you'll remember theoretical from JR's piece about comps, then you're in line to get some kind of comp value. So the way it works with an independent host is, if you're staying Monday to Friday, let's say, then I'll give the hotel a call on Friday morning or Thursday night, check out what your play's been, and get whatever we can get comped off. So if you've had a big week and you've played heavily, then we'll get everything comped off all the way through your room rate, your food, your beverage, even up to an airfare credit if you've played enough. Actually, the only thing we can't get comped off is tips, for kind of obvious reasons. Otherwise, you could tip your server fortunes and split the difference. So yeah, we can get pretty much everything comped off depending how much you've played. If you're a smaller player, let's say you've done $500 of theoretical, JR was right, to around about 30%. So at $500, if you're paying my normal rate, then we might be able to get your resort fees taken off, that kind of stuff. So we take care of all of that for you. What you don't want to do is that awkward conversation the day you leave when you walk into the host office and kind of have to beg for whatever you can get. Book through an independent host, none of that. We just make the call, and it's something I do pretty much every day. I've got parties checking out all the time, so I just give the hotel a call and see what's going on. The other thing to bear in mind is that the reason why these offers are available, or these deals are done through the host, you might think I'm just doing it for fun. No, I do it for a living. So all of those resort fees and $16 beers and crazy prices do kind of demonstrate there are some massive margins in Vegas. So the principle of this all is, I can offer you a better deal, and I also get a little commission back from the hotel. The margins are so big in Vegas. As I said, you'll know from any time you've been there, you realise how expensive everything is. You know, that $16 beer that they're serving you costs them $1, and that's a heck of a lot of margin to split up. So because having a load of independent hosts working for them on a smaller scale works out well for them, then they pay me a little commission as well. So everybody wins. You get a discounted room, I get a commission, the casino pulls more people in that might otherwise go to a different casino. So it kind of works whichever way around you look at it. You'll probably have noticed that I'm English and I'm based in London, but I can take customers from anywhere in the world. Just last week I booked in an Australian and a Lithuanian living in St Martin. So it doesn't matter where you're from, I can take care of you. So if you're thinking about booking somewhere in Vegas and you want to take a look at a advantageous room rate, then please do hit me up. My email address, which hopefully JR is going to put on the screen there, is paul@vegasunwrapped.co.uk. That's my website, vegasunwrapped.co.uk, full of blog hints, tips. I'm maybe not as good at it as JR, but I'm just working off my own experience as to things I think you might need to know. So that's kind of it. If you need any other questions answering, hit me up through JR and I'll help you out. All right, thank you.